Falcons Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the UTEP Miners and the Air Force Falcons. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe working the sidelines. We'll check in with her shortly. The Falcons headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Miners offense will have the ball first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
The Miners decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. The Falcons offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. You know when it's snowing, not only is it wet, it's freezing. Your hands are cold. You can barely feel the football. So if you can get to that football, put your head on it, or rip that thing out, a lot of times you can force some of those turnovers. Great job by the defense.
The hand to the running back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. All right, guys, let's step back here and talk UTEP. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he's now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Colson. Fires to the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Miners come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to run, it's Jones. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Miners.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Goes to the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
They'll run the option. Quarterback keep. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Give to the fullback. And he's not going to be able to convert. Knocked down just inches shy of the 1st down.
And this defense has got to be.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On the option. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's just how they drew it up. Nice job by the QB. Listen, 4th and short, this is a tough situation. You want to keep it as a quarterback. He makes the right read. They stick their foot in the ground, and they get the 1st down. Not by much, but they get a new set of downs.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking to throw, it's Colson. Complete. Oh, he's got some space. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. That pass is incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Miners will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. The Falcons now set to take over on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah.
Turning it on. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Chambers. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Gets it to the back. There's some room. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that short completion now sets up a big 3rd down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area of the field. But you get the feeling a critical 3rd down now. They need something good to happen, putting a lot of trust in their quarterback to make the right decision and make the big play.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Colson. Zings it complete to the right. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass on second down. Trying to make magic with his... breaks into the open. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
And the Falcons will hustle to the line.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good.
And Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. They get to him as he throws. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He splits the uprights. That brings them to within 1. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Scanning the field, it's Colson. Oh, they're after him. Time to take a shot. He's got it way down the field. Into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP.
I got to tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 14-6. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Virginia Tech, taking on the number 7 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Hey guys, the Falcons head coach told me at the half. He said he's been talking to his team about ball security. Too many turnovers in the first half. Starting the second half on offense, he said if we take care of the ball, we'll be just fine. Guys?
Okay, Holly. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. A run for the quarterback. Got a little grass. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Falcons just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Running inside, it's Davis. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Rides to back and leaves it. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got a man. It's Palmer. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Leaves it with the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Here comes the heat. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
The offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Gives it on the option. Finding some room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jones. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Wants to throw it. Finds his man. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was.
Caught! He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle him down short. They'll stop him at the 3. And the Miners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The deep
looking for the end zone, and he will score. Touchdown, UTEP. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. And the Falcons with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. It's a fumble on the play. Bounced right back to them. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be 4th down. These teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He's looking to throw. Avoids pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Quarterback extends the play. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone. A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop. They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Try to get this drive started. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's loose. Could be an alley. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Hand off to Jones. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Pressure coming, and he never had a chance. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Ball's at the 7. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Rolling, throwing, looking right. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this.
Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. There's a little room there. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains.
He's going for the goal line, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there. Tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
Short gain on the play before he slides. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw. He's got it. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. The Falcons want to crank the tempo. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. That's reeled in, it's Pickett. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Looking to throw for it. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Falcons! He got it, beat down in bounds.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Might have a chance. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Colson. He'll take a shot. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments. This game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. Fielded in the end zone. It's Flowers. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. He's taking a deep shot. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. After this, it'll be a wrap. Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Can't make the catch. In fact, he just flat dropped it, and they just dropped the game. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.